Redox reaction and corrosion.
Redox reactions are those in which oxidation and reduction takes place at the same time. In these reactions, one substance is reduced while the other is oxidized. Activity: take a china dish and add a small amount of copper powder and heat it. What happens to copper powder? The surface of copper powder has changed to black color. This is because oxygen has combined with copper and copper oxide is formed. If hydrogen gas is passed over this heated material, CuO, the black coating on the surface turns brown as the reverse takes place and again copper is obtained. Cupric oxide
is the oxidizing agent and it changes
into copper. Oxygen is thus removed from cupric oxide. Since removal of oxygen is reduction, cupric oxide is reduced to copper. Hydrogen removes this oxygen from cupric oxide. Hence, hydrogen is the reducing agent. Thus, oxidation and reduction occur simultaneously. For example, sodium gets oxidized when it changes to Na+. Oxidation is defined as the gain of oxygen or loss of hydrogen or loss of electrons by a substance. Reduction is defined as the gain of hydrogen or loss of oxygen or gain of electrons by a substance. Zinc gets oxidized to Zn2+ when a zinc rod is dipped in a copper sulfate solution. In this reaction, zinc has lost 2 electrons to become Zn2+. Thus, zinc gets oxidized. On the other hand, Cu2+ gets reduced as it accepts 2 electrons released by Zn to become Cu. Corrosion. You might have noticed that old iron gates turn reddish-brown in color. The turning of iron materials into reddish-brown color is rusting of iron. Some other materials also tarnish the same way. The black coating on silver and the green coating on copper are other examples of corrosion. Corrosion is the process by which metals are eaten up gradually by the action of air, moisture, or a chemical on their surface. If a metal is reactive, its surface may be attacked slowly by the action of oxygen and water in the atmosphere. The metal reacts with the oxygen of air and water vapor of air, forming compounds on its surface. The formation of these compounds tarnishes the metal, that is, it makes the surface of the metal appear dull. The compounds formed on the surface of metal are usually porous and gradually fall off from the surface of metal, and then the metal underneath is attacked by air and water. The process goes on and on. In this way, the action of air and water gradually eats up the whole metal.
Ways to prevent corrosion. Make sure the metal surface stays clean and dry. Use a coating or barrier product such as grease, oil, paint or carbon fiber coating.
For more such videos on all subjects, practice questions and a lot more, download iPrep and learn unlimited.